Alright, welcome to Lockpickers United. Zike Wamowski here, and this is the new series called Show Off Sunday? Or something like that, where we basically show off our setups. So, here's mine, this is where the magic happens. Magnificent glass table to film my picking vids. Here's the next main subject from me. Buy luck exclusive. And you usually get this point, this angle. So usually my picks either end up in a mess here or behind the curtain. There, I got all my keys. Usually not dropped outside. Pick that up later. Here I got my dimple picks. Primus. Picks. Follower. Kaba Peaks. And I got this massive lamp. And also this is the lock drawer. This is where most of them go. Yeah, all of them go in there. So here we have from random Euro cylinders to broken metals to kits, challenge locks, and tools. Here's my tool section. I have drill bits here, caps for challenge locks. These are driver bits. And yeah, most people are just kind of shy of filming, I guess. Saying, oh, I don't have a tripod, or I don't have a DSLR. You don't need a DSLR to film. I just use my phone and film it by just dropping it on the glass here, filming through it. And that's about it. I mean, there's not much else to show here. So I bet you're gonna have fun, because I'm sending you to Australia to see what DoNotDuplicate has to show us.
Hi there, DoNotDuplicate here for Lockpickers United. Today, instead of picking, I thought I'd give you a tour of my setup. I do most of my work at this desk in my bedroom. Reasonably sized desk. It's not dedicated to picking. I do my computing work here as well, but it's pretty good for the purpose. My desktop background is a photo of my city skyline that I took myself. Most of the files here are picking videos that I've been working on and drafts of picking videos. There are some folders. I'll leave the contents of the folders to your imagination. Here we have my vise, which is probably the most important thing. All the work happens here. Right now we have, you guessed it, the Asa Twin Combi. Don't get too excited. I have nothing on this lock at the moment. It arrived in the mail yesterday, so give me a chance. Haven't even gutted it yet, but it's a very nice lock. I do recommend you give one of these a go at some point. I'm not saying buy one now, but at some point give those a go. They're pretty easy to get, and they're really the king of pin tumbler locks. Here we have a cardboard tripod, very high quality, only the finest materials, the good quality duct tape, nice length of duct tape there, and some toner box cardboard. Now, I might seem like I'm joking, this is a very good tripod for what it is, and if you're having trouble with filming or not sure what to buy for a tripod, just make this. I assure you, you have the materials for it, and you probably have a phone. I think most people have a phone, so no excuses for not filming. You haven't got to talk or anything. Just film stuff. It's good, and it helps the community. Here we have my pinning tray. Again, very good quality cardboard. And we have a Dom Plura, which I nearly destroyed earlier. Accidentally took it apart. It fell apart. And I think I've got it all back together. That's why it's in the pinning tray at the moment. Water bottle. Even more important than picking, stay hydrated. It's really good. We have some locks that I bought recently. A couple of Cabba 8 cabinet locks. I have a Medico Classic. Right there. Some people like to call them Medico Originals, but we know they're really Medico Classic. We have an Ancholas padlock, disc container. I won't take that out of its box now. It's a bit awkward to do that one-handed, but I will show you this Dom Diamant, which is a very nice lock. Another disc container lock. Bit of an aspirational lock. They're very difficult, but very nice. Good collector's item. We have a Galaxy padlock and keys, which I showed recently. A Chinesium disc container pick. I've already broken the tip, of course. I'll say that's even fault between me and the quality of the pick. We have some feeler gauge blanks. At some point I need to turn those into tools. And over here we have most of the business stuff. We've got obviously the box of tissues, which is vital. But more than that, more than that, we have the picks. I'll actually just tripod up here for a second so I can show you these properly. Right, all Peterson, of course. We have a few 15 thousandths picks. These, as you can see, these are pretty well used. I probably use too much tension generally. We've got a lot of tension tools. If it's between buying more picks or more tension tools, get more tension tools. You'll be glad you did. They're very good. You can never have too many. Here we have, just 1 second, just lock that focus. Alrighty. Here we have most of my picks, the ones I use anyway. We've got some standard hooks. I don't really use the deep ones, but the other two definitely get used. We've got some diamonds. I do use the diamonds quite a bit. We've got a pinning tweezers, Sparrows pinning tweezers. These are very good. I think I need to file the ends down a bit, but they are very good. Screwdriver, and take apart any lock with this. Fantastic. SS Dev picks. These are the 15 thousandths ones. These are really good if you have very tight warding. I know some people really avoid tightly warded locks. These are really good if you have tightly warded locks. So get right through them, especially if they're European ones. You get right through them. I have the most important thing in my picking arsenal, Peterson pry bars. You cannot do without these. I don't know how anybody actually manages to pick anything without these. They're essential. The wiper inserts are good too. I've opened quite a lot of locks of wiper inserts as well. That's why you want to have so many tensioners. You want to have options. I also have, yes, I do have black flags. I bought these a long time ago. There we go. I haven't used them much. I'm no good at picking dimple locks, so don't use those much. We have followers. Definitely get these. The Sparrows ones, very useful, absolutely indispensable. I have a couple of cases here. They have a lot of tweezers and extra tensioning tools. I've got some very finely sharp tweezers, which I'm always stabbing myself with. They're very good for taking apart slider locks and stuff. The pinning tweezers aren't that good for those. We have screwdriver bits. Very useful. I don't use most of them, but they're very cheap. It's about $10 for the whole lot. So I suggest you get those. We have a very important penknife for opening opening the mail, I guess. Very good for opening the mail. One other thing I will show you is the drawer. Here we have the drawer. We'll just bring the light around. These are very good, these IKEA lamps. You can just swivel them around easy. Alrighty. Here we have some other things. I've got some trays. This tray material is very good for making shims. We have some pins and things in there, nothing that interesting. We have files. Very good for making keys and challenge locks, just cheap files at $10 at the hardware store. Magnetic viewing film. I won't take that out now. It's an interesting Japanese product with obviously Japanese branding on it. A set of Sparrow's training locks. I would probably advise against getting those. We have some pliers, actually good quality compared to my other stuff. German quality, they last a lifetime. We've got some plastic bags that have various locks in them. I think there's a Lips Octro, which is kind of like the Sergeant Kezo. And we have a 2-bar that I showed recently. And there's a 3KS in there as well. Yeah, there's a pick case there. It's got some Goso picks in it. They're terrible Chinesium ones. I don't use those anymore, but they were my first picks, and credit to them because, well, they were my first picks and they did work, so don't want to say they were all bad. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything I've got. Thanks for watching.